Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
This will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Back over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Carry for Raheem Mostert.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
15-yard line.
Second and 16. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. An 8-yard gain, so that gets him halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more.
And it brings up 3rd down. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo.
They'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Mostert.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Sony Michel, his first carry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, Michel. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Play 56, play 56. Check back, check back.
56. On 2nd and 11 now. Newton flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Newton on 3rd down. He hits White, complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal from the 3.
And they will run it with Michel. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Newton now to throw. This is White on the screen. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. I'll call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Set, ready, check 56. Double dog, that's the way. Kill, turn up. Hey! Under 10, 10. 20.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Mike 56.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. And now Garoppolo lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long. They hand it off to Mostert. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Third down.
The defense going to blanket the field. 6 now in the secondary here for 3rd and 15. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And taken at the 46. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
46-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
Taken down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Check.
On 2nd and 7, Newton. Throw caught here by Bird. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Demir Bird with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7, 49ers nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is their 3rd drive right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
25-yard line.
21. Here we go.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
The end of the first quarter.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go.
third. Garoppolo. Hard throw, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and the Patriots take over.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
It's a gain of 8.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Get him! You got tight. You got tight.
On the handoff, it's Michel. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Hey, watch the slant. Kill. Check 13. Great.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Push him back. Right there. 54 Mike.
Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Check. Crunch. Back. Gun. Check. Under crunch.
On first down, Michel. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So now they operate back from their side of the field here. 2nd and long.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. I got it.
They'll try the air now with Newton. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Cameron Batson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Garoppolo with the completion there. He, of course, drafted by these Patriots back in 2014. Spent 3.5 years as the understudy to Tom Brady. And you remember the discussions about, well, we can't keep both of these guys. And it was Garoppolo who departed, traded to San Francisco for a second-round pick back on Halloween of 2017. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are back within a score.
The kick is
and
good.
this one through the uprights and good.
Patriots 14, 49ers 7.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. 20.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Up 3rd and 6.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
56 is mine. 56 is mine. I'm coming. I'm coming. 56. Let me get it. 56. Shot 56.
From the gun, here's Newton. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On the handoff, this is Mostert. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. After the loss, here's 2nd and 12 from the 18.
8, 20. Check, check. Lucky.
Newton now to throw. That's complete to White. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
To James White.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that is incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started, at least come away with 3 points.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36.
White. 21.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Garoppolo able to get this complete to Ayuk. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And the 49er first down.
Here we go, here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Dante Hightower on the stop.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
He's brought down.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
It's a gain
A
of
lot of
3.
different formulas to winning football, but one
San
constant
Francisco.
over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Kyle Duggar on the
Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
This is Mostert. He will push his way down to about the 14.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
It's a gain
Tough
of 2
day,
yards.
tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
First and
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Ready? Hey, counter's right. Watch out here. 4 out, 4 out. 11, 11.
Here's Mostert. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here we go. Ready? Come on.
One more time with Mostert. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 7, Newton. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Check 3. Check 99. Check 99.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Gun. 54. Gun. Watch 54. I'm going to come back to you.
On 1st and 10, Newton. He's got him in, complete. It's Julian Edelman. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
It's a pickup.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
20. Great. Watch the ship. Mike 5-4.
Out of the gun, Newton. His throw incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And now it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Newton throwing again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
This returnable for Ayuk. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. There he goes left side. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
A big play there out of the running game. 54 yards. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And this is caught at the 8. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown.
Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 17-14.
14.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Now Newton on first down. He's going to loft one deep left. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Demir Bird. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet.
Fielded in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Garoppolo on first down. And his throw is incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Hey, pick your game up. Check 37. Check 37. Shoot. Hey.
And it's Michel once again. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Taken in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
9-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro Stephon Gilmore. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. And he'll hand this to Michel to get things started. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
You can fold it, you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something.
Again, it's Michel. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
On the handoff.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Hey, check 24, check 24.
So the false start will back them up 5. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start.
56 is the mic. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. 56 the mic.
From the gun, Newton is going to float this one deep right side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, a 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Garoppolo taking a shot for Samuel. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Devin McCourty picks it off, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Michelle, and he's going to be met at about the 43.
26.
Stop made by Fred Warner, who was the Niners' leading tackler during their run to the Super Bowl last year.
Pick up a 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll keep it on the ground. Michelle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Michelle. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Throwing here, Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he'll get that to Michelle, complete. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Ayuk got the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. A good position to be in here, second and inches.
9-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. He's going to let it fly. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Incomplete. Devin McCourty there defensively.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One final try now for Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game.